But hi, hello again. How's it going, boys? And so this is my next update on my progression in terms of what I've changed in my grid and whatnot. Previously, I think it was in November that I did like quite a big update on my dark or whatever. I'm sure you already guys know about that already. If you can just watch that, maybe I should make a compilation of that one, like all my loadout updates or any of the sort. So there's quite a big, huge change I've done so far. That's for sure. I've already burned a lot of bars already, thanks to that. But that is all mostly on my light, okay? So mostly on my light, I did a massive change because I went much deeper into Zeus because I just can't seem to. I can't imagine myself going into Magna because I hate playing as Magna. Like, yeah, Magna sucks dick. I just hate doing that. I have a little bit of a change on Earth as well. I was planning. I am changing my win as well. My win is definitely getting updated too, but I'll show you guys. But I was thinking of getting it because I haven't really done my proper OTK yet for win yet. Yeah, at this point my win OTK is not really like concrete yet because I haven't gotten the stuff done yet. Because I was planning to try with the Mumu setup and shit with Kanishige and stuff like that. I haven't got that done yet. I was planning to do that, and then not to mention I was trying to I have not gotten my second beak yet, the dragon weapon for win. I haven't gotten that yet. I was planning to get that done as well. That's why I wanted to actually get that done before I do this video, but like I haven't gotten lucky anyway because well, then again, I haven't really bothered. I don't really want to bother farming pubs for that. That's why I'm still missing like one. So I'm just waiting for my host to give me one. My host chest to give me one. Haven't gotten that yet. So I guess I'll update a little minor update again later on. So anyway, the big change is obviously my light. So if you're wondering what I've done, alright, my biggest change is obviously I have borrowed 3 weapons so far. I've gotten another Eden, I have one Noah's dagger, and I also borrowed Grand John's weapon because I just sparked them not too long ago. I was really hoping I could get another Noah, but I did not manage to get another one, so that's kind of unfortunate. Right now, I have 3 Edens. 3 Edens, I put my Astro weapon, decided to put this in there for extra skill damage because I'm very reliant on skill damage as well because of this too. Because ever since Mary's rebalance, Mary got a rebalance, I think her OTK strength has just skyrocketed really high, and it's amazing as well because Mary has this little thing. So in a way we get extra treasures randomly at the end, which is really nice. And then yeah, this one helps a lot. And then yeah, this also allows her to get a extra bounty hunter thingy. So in a way you're actually getting more shit. To be fair, is really nice. And then obviously I managed to roll Nicholas, and we all know how strong Nicholas can be because he's really strong. His cap is so freaking high and his nuke is so freaking high. And so yeah, this is my grid. I'm also using chain burst, but I think I need to switch this to Ogi cap for OTK setup. I'll show you guys probably in a bit because right now I think I don't really want to change it yet. But my OTK is very simple though. I'm just like 2 buttons. I can actually achieve 0 buttons during assault time, but I don't think that really applies too much. Yeah. So I'm using this. I mean, it's pretty typical, right? So like just this too is just stat sticks. It's because I have no Metatron. Just fully upgraded Star, and then Pubelia is kind of normal. Yes, I'm Zeus. So yeah, with these 3 characters, the backline doesn't really matter. I just put them. Well, that's what I originally had anyway. I was just leveling here just for the hell of it. Okay, so that's my OTK. I guess I'll just show, I suppose. So my OTK is just very simple. I just press 2 buttons. 2 buttons and it should die. I think for this, outside of assault time, I have to use chain burst because if not Song is not gonna get Ogi. I'm just gonna refresh. Yeah. And then you see, just see most of the damage just comes from MC because, well, you know, skill cap and then all the extra cap and shit helps out a lot in the long run. And then as you can see, Nicholas or Shiro, whichever you want to call him, just does like a fuckload of damage. And also thanks to her, just giving him the extra CA specs or whatever, just so he has damage consistency. He just does so much. Song as well, you need a Juten if you want to do outside of assault time, right? Unless you're, you know, like that kind of guy, you have a lot of, if you're playing Zeus, you have a lot of cap, you know, like if you have Zoe's gun, or if you have the likes of, you know, Vera X and all that shit, right? If you have all that, you can do the Mumu strat. You know? Use Katura and then use Kanishige and shit. Yeah, you could probably do that, but I don't have all that cap, so I won't be able to do that, unfortunately. And I don't really want to make another Kanishige for light, so yeah, fuck that. But yeah, then the other one, I can show you briefly what I did with my... I think my grid is similar for like 0 button setup. Yeah, grid is similar, but instead of the Chrysor weapon, I'm using the Longdong Spear because the Longdong Spear technically does give you extra damage. Because, see, this thing, if you're using it as a main weapon, you get boost to charge, attack, damage, and damage cap. Very helpful. And I'm also using Cavalier for that. Cavalier is a decent class, and then I decided to put her here because, you know, this too can actually make use of her bounty CA specs or whatever. And also because Song already managed to get 5.2 stars or whatever. Yeah, her 6 stars, her first 6 stars, which allows her to get extra damage cap from here, and then her Ogi gets a new boost right now, so her modifier for her Ogi is much higher, so she technically hits much harder. Right now, if I actually do it right now, like for OTK stuff, I don't think I'm going to kill it, because last I recall when I tried doing this, where's my Zeus? Last I recall when I tried doing this with my current setup, it would not work with 0 buttons because I need Ogi cap. This would be like, I think 5% or some shit. Oh wait, I did make it. What? Wait, what? Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I was very certain it wouldn't work because I tested it before. It didn't work before. Huh, I guess it works now. Or maybe I got lucky with the counter. You know, like, because sometimes MC does counter or some shit. And usually that helps a lot. But, yeah. I have to, because... like, damage-wise, it's not really that high. Because, like, if I use damage cap and stuff, right? I can essentially get, like, over, I think, 5.1 or 5.2 with Song. And then for Mary, I think I was getting, like, 4.5 or something. So it was really, really nice. Ogi cap definitely adds way more compared to the likes of Chain Burst. Because it's not like I really need Chain Burst, the bonus meter gain or some shit on my other characters anyway during Assault time. Because, you know... you probably have like all your meter already maxed out anyway because it's assault time and all that. And then you probably will be using like the you know, like all of the light attack up from your ship, and then you get your crew skills in Guild War as well. You get the attack up and stuff, or the FO buff, you know, those kind of stuff that probably increase your damage a whole lot more. So yeah, that's why I think having CA bursts in my Opus is not really needed at all. It's definitely much better if I actually use CA specs. Now CA specs, I mean Ogi cap on this one. So that's my OTK setup for upcoming Guild War. This is what I'm gonna use. These two for off and on assault time. As for my normal like Nightmare 150 or whatever, I don't really have a setup for it yet. But my full auto is probably going to be consisting on these few characters anyway. I'm probably going to use this for Nightmare 150. Depends if I need to swap Noah with the likes of, what's that? What's her name? Delafield or something. Because I do not have Lily, right? If I had Lily, I'd probably swap Nicholas with Lily instead. Or I might actually just not use Nicholas at all and put Lily instead. But I kind of want to use Nicholas because Nicholas is just so damn cool and shit. You know? But yeah, my grid is pretty much like kind of a bit of yikes right now, because technically it's much better to use 2 Noah dagger instead of only 1, because your crit pretty much suck at this point. Your crit is non-existent right now. But to me, I think it's still somewhat okay anyway. What the hell happened to what was that? Okay. So like, I feel like my damage should still be okay the moment I get to 10 turn onwards because of this. I'm probably going to switch this to progression as well. I'm not sure it's really going to be that much of a difference, because I'm using stamina right now, but this is mostly for OTK shit. I will probably have to experiment which one is better in the long run, especially when it comes to like Nightmare 150 and such. So I've just had to say, because most of the time in Nightmare 150 or 100 or whatever, I'm probably just gonna full auto that anyway. Same goes for 95. I don't even bother doing Nightmare 90, if that's what you're wondering. So yeah, I'm just gonna full auto the entire thing. It's not like the previous Dark Favorite Guild War where I can actually just go restless shit and stuff like that. I don't really have that. It's not like I have my Thor to full limit break yet, now do I? Because if I have my Thor full limit break, probably I put Thor here and then I just find Zeus support or something, right? Or the other way around. Because it's probably much harder the other way around, because not really like a lot of people actually put Thor in their support list anyway. That's why it's much better. It's much easier to find Zeus in support and then just use your Thor as your main summon or some shit. And that's probably what a lot of other people is doing, but that's not me because I don't have that yet, unfortunately. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna use. I haven't really tested any other shit anyway. I mean, I do have my glory set up, but it has the same grid as well. Same grid, not really that different. Yeah, just to use with song and stuff. This is just probably my manual theme or whatever. I don't think this is gonna even be that great. I'm probably just gonna stick with my lumberjack thing. This one is just my EO thing. Maybe I'll do that for like if I'm joining my little brother's host or some shit. But for now, I think this is probably gonna be unused for Guild War. Yeah. So that's my major change for light. I bought 3 weapons. It's very, very painful, but it's definitely worth it, because my damage is a lot more consistent as before than before. Because before this, I was using like some Hector shit, and that is so 2019. Or I mean 2020. Yeah, that's very 2019, not 2020 even. So that's done. Alright, so the next change that I had is obviously my Earth, because we have to thank Sandalphon for that. All because of Sandalphon and his stupidity and how his character works and shit, and even his weapon is so fucking crazy, so I decided to switch that. That's why it's like a very, very small change. Originally my Kanabo before this slot was like my Alex dagger or whatever, but because I'm not really reliant on crit or whatever, it doesn't really matter too much. Why does that always happen? What the hell? So it doesn't really matter too much like crit wise or whatever. So I decided to slot this in, because this actually gives me more damage anyway. This thing is just so nice. Just gives me way more damage. And it's not like I really need the HP in like generic content or whatever. Because usually I use this theme for like, you know, Europa. Yeah, mostly Europa and all the other shit like Leviathan HL. You know, those kind of stuff. Dragon, Water Dragon, I tend to use this one instead, because Summer Alex is like MVP for Water Dragon, and I'm still sticking with Magisa, because Magisa is still a much better character in a way when it comes to like a defensive type of setup, and sustain, because you know Water Dragon can be pretty a dick sometimes. You know, it just nukes you really hard, and having that multiple dispels really helps out a lot in Water Dragon. Because you know, it has one of the triggers that allows you to remove when you do these spells, right? That's why having another dispel is really nice. So that's why I kind of prefer to use Magisa instead of the likes of him, because I don't really want to use Son of Fawn in Water Dragon, because his, you know, his dispel is like, it removes all your party's stuff as well, right? Because I don't really want that to cuck me, especially when, even though I'm like manualing or whatever. It's great and all, but like at the same time, it's like it kind of needs me to turn on my brain a little bit because like I have to. Oh, okay. If I want to use his third skill, right? All right, I need to double check real quick. It's like which skill do I have like this up or whatever, you know? Because that will dispel it, you know, that kind of stuff. That's why. And same goes for like MC, right? If I have this thing up, I have to double check. So usually it's like if I use Magisa, I can just turn off my brain entirely. It's like the only time I need to like use a skill or use MC skill, either one, because I have 2 dispels, right? Is whenever he has his stupid dispel thing up. That's about it. The rest of the time is just summon Alex, press S1 and call it a day, right? That kind of shit. But yeah, Great White should be the same anyway for this ones, because this one is also making use of Lobelia damage. It's just really, really nice. This deals way more damage, and yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I don't think I really changed much in my generic content for this one. But another thing I changed is obviously my OTK, and well, I am using the Mumu setup for my Earth because the only Kaneshige I made is for Earth. So I tried that. And it works. And also because I have this probably. And yeah, I put Octo in a in a like position 4 because he can allow him to OTK twice. I remember testing this before and it works. And I'm also using like that. I think some people actually use Octo in position 3 if you want to use like 2 normal summons or whatever. What happened? But this should work. Yep, there you go. 22 million. It's nice to have Octo to double Ogi anyway to me. That's one of the reasons why I'm using Longdong as my support. It's just so it allows Octo to double Ogi. You know? Because the amount of damage you still get from Octo anyway is just so damn high if you allow him to double Ogi, of course. So that's why I just let him do that. If you put him in position 3, he will not be able to double Ogi. And Dante's normal nuke is just really, really high as well, so that's why I just use it like that. And then you have double nuke on MC, and so that does a lot. So you just need to press the Mumu. This is like, yeah, this is a very popular strat these days. Just have Mumu. The only thing is like, you're probably only able to do this if you have a lot of cap though. I think if you do not have a lot of cap, you might have some problems getting to 31 to actually do like the OTK with Mumu, right? You just have just press S1 on Mumu and call it a day kind of thing. Like if you do not have that, you definitely will not be able to do it. Because I got a feeling you won't be able to do it if you do not have some of that shit. Because I do have Uriel as well. This, and then yeah, I have this as well because this gives medium sentence, so that's something. And then I have this as well, but this doesn't really give much. This one's kind of like whatever. But yeah, you have that Dragon Gun. Dragon Gun definitely helps. And then yeah, I have this as well to give extra cap. And then you know you have another extra cap from this. And then you have your this one as well. Yeah. So it just helps. This one probably if you have for my case, if you have Perseus, is probably a lot better. But the thing is, I do not have a Magna Perseus yet, so that's why I'm using this. I am using a skill level 20 Magna Yugu sword. I don't really have a much better one. I just put this here because I needed a Magna mod, because this gives a whole lot more compared to like the likes of, you know, other weapons and such. So yeah, that's my change on my Earth. Very small change. Okay, so my win, because of Mumu, I've changed a lot of stuff already. I decided to remove most of my guns already. I just put one gun because, yeah, why the fuck not? I think this is like, right now, this is my generic setup right now. Excuse me. I just use Mumu and just go like OTK, Ogi setup. Just do non-stop Ogi with Chrysor and shit, because why the fuck not? It's either I use Chrysor or I use, obviously, Kango, right? But I haven't made, like I said at the beginning of the video, I have not made Win Kaneshige yet. So that's why I'm just stuck with this, and obviously Rising Force. Rising Force I'll show you guys in a bit. Probably the grid is probably the same, but yeah, I only am using one beak right now. Why does this always happen? It's always glitching out. So like, I only have one right now. I was planning to actually have two. Like, I want to put this in here. Like, if I have another dragon weapon, I'll probably put it in here. I was thinking about it, but I don't have it yet. So I have to wait until I get it before I can try. But I'm also using this gun because I have a relatively decent roll on this stupid gun. On the Tiamat gun, I mean. Elemental attack is nice. It'll be nice if I can get another, like, what, cap or whatever shit. But having, like, raw damage, like, from elemental attack or attack up kind of thing, or stamina is still relatively okay anyway. It's not really that big of a deal. It's pretty nice. So that's my win stuff. Okay, where is my Rising Force? Yeah, this one. So this one I'm using for Galleon. The one that I used to solo. I could potentially just use, obviously I could potentially just use Kango, like I was saying earlier. I could just use Kango, but I haven't made that. So Rising Force still works with Mumu. And then I'm using 2 Typhoons and not Kirin. This is mostly just to solo Galleon. Because a lot of times we all know Galleon is a dead raid, right? Nobody gives a fuck about that. So that's why it's like, I'm using this kind of stuff to allow me to solo. That's why. I just really like having Siete and Mumu together, and then while Monkey's debuffs and buffs is just so damn good. That's why I just can't seem to like remove her from like my generic setup or whatever stuff. I don't think I really changed anything else though. My fire water is still the same from before. You can probably see the loadout stuff I had already. Like all my water is still the same. I still have my old OTK setup. I didn't really change anything. Same goes for like my fire dragon setup, which I also use for technically everything. Even though I do have like I did exchange the Justice Sword just for the hell of it. I just played around with it. It's pretty fun, but it's not really that great yet. You have to wait until full limit break or something. For now, the weapon is kind of like a fun thing to like meme around. If you want to get her, was that her S3 up relatively easy? It's okay, but like grade wise, it's all the same. My water is the same. My fire is the same. I'm still using AES. I'm back to using AES. There's no reason for me to go primal anymore, because it's not like I can actually put my Agni here, because I don't have my own Agni yet. I don't really have that nice RNG to get the Agni roll. Unfortunate. And yeah, my Dark is still the same. Still farming Akasha with the same shit. No difference. Yes, I still have that Sky Piercer there. Same shit. I did not get a Vagabond yet. I did manage to get one Vagabond, but I didn't really get it to full limit break yet. If I did, it's probably going to be here. But yeah, I haven't done that yet. The rest of it, it's the same thing. I think the only other thing I added was like my Baha solo shit. I just realized I have an empty weapon in here. Yeah, if you're wondering what's this supposed to be, this is supposed to be a this is supposed to be it's supposed to be a Fidel spine. Man, I actually didn't know that. I've been doing this Baha HL a full auto thing for a really long time now. And it was okay for for the longest time. I think I've been doing it for almost a week now. I did not realize I actually forgot to re-equip that. But yeah, this is the one I probably had like a little minor change where I use this for Baha Shell full auto stuff. Because nowadays it's just better off you just full auto that anyway, right? Because at least there's people joining from pubs, right? Because of the whole blue chest shit. But yeah, I don't think there's really much else for me to say about my Dark, because yeah, I'm just using this for the Light Dragon shit. I don't think I really changed a lot though. My Dark is still the same old stuff. Like OTK is still the same. I don't think I changed anything. My OTK is still the same shit. No difference. Off element OTK, yeah, I'm still using the same stuff. I'm just using this for skill cap. yeah, not that much difference. I didn't really change anything for dark. The major change, like, is just only on my light, a bit of my earth, and a bit of my wind. That's really about it. Didn't change anything else. So yeah, that's my January 2021 loadout update. My progression to thus far. I'm probably gonna do another update again, maybe next month or so. Depends. Yeah, depends. Yeah, because I am planning to I'm still working on my OTK thing because I have already gotten Monica. I'm still testing whether I can get like 0 button setup and shit. Haven't gotten that yet because, you know, I have no Kanishige and shit yet. So I'll probably do a small update next month or some shit on my win whenever I get that done or something. But for now, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, I suppose. And yeah, good luck and have fun with your upcoming Guild War. Because I don't think you'll be seeing a lot of me or like on my YouTubes or whatever for like the next week because Guild War is coming up. Yeah, good luck, have fun in your Guild War. Enjoy.